Hey, I hope you're all having a good day today. We're back with another art strip. So last time we've been doing some work on the drawing I did of my Fossil Fighters team. Last time we got all the Spinax completely done. So I might want to get rid of this sail, sort of like maybe make it like a removable, like put on a different layer in case I just want to see it without the sail I added. But anyways, I want to work on Megalosaurus right now. So let's probably take this. I think this would be good. This around like the belly and stuff, legs, under its tail. Okay. Do this. I also gotta be careful not to mess up the arms at all. So that should be good. Yeah. Yeah, hope you're all having a good day so far. I just kind of taken a me day for the most part. Just kind of stay off Twitter a bit and everything. You know, it's been nice. I do want to see how everyone else is doing later. But yeah, most of the day is just kind of been just mostly just relax, take time for myself. Did a bit more grinding on Genshin, and lots more grinding with fossil fighters because that post game is a little more difficult than I thought it'd be. So got a bit of work to do before the grand finale next week, and then after that, it's onwards to Fossil Fighters Champions. Hopefully that's gonna be fun. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Don't want to do that just yet. Alright, there. Let's use this brush to kind of blend the two together more. There we go. Sort of. And also, I've also been doing a bit of research as for like what teams people have built to counter certain things in Fossil Fighters, like the post game. Apparently, the combo between Guan and Comstock Nathis are extremely popular. Like extremely popular. Like, apparently, lots of people go as far as to call it pretty much unbeatable, except for I think like one fight with King Dino. I think like his third fight, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like from the time machine thing. Yeah, no, it's time machine. I don't want the main story again for the time machine part. So the third part has to be like during the time travel thingies. Okay. But so far I've only been able to fight Nash over and over again. So. And I think that's because there's supposed to be like certain requirements the game has that before you can fight King Dino again, like do time travels. Like apparently you need to get you need to revive every single dinosaur from like numbered from 1 to 100. Then you can access that fight. I will say that it's kind of weird that for some reason it's harder to fight King Dino than Nash, who's supposed to be like the final boss that all the Dinorians are supposed to be scared of, including Dino. But it's fine. Though on the other hand, it's weird how going back in time for some reason makes the opponents stronger. Like way stronger than they were when you first fought them. Cause like if you had to go back in time, you would have expected the fight to just be the exact same. But no. But even so, Gunnash is still surprisingly underwhelming in terms of like an actual opponent. For the past couple hours today, so he's kinda just been there for me to fully max out Troodon and go on again. And now I think I might actually be ready to take out Sorehead next time. Because after fighting Gunnash through time travel, you apparently get his brains. Like you could use his 3 brains to actually fight in battles. And one of them, I think, is like Gavorn. He is overpowered, but that's the only thing I can say. Like, apparently his attack is as strong as a T-Rex's, has some of the most life points of any Venusaur in the games. Yes. It is gonna be fun to fight Sorehead again, definitely. I wonder what's gonna be in store for champions. Like, is the game gonna be easier maybe, or is it gonna be harder? What's the fossil cleaning system gonna be like? Is it gonna be the same as the original game, or somehow changed up a bit? Like, there's a lot these the people who make the Fossil Fighter games can come up with. Like, they're very creative people. So there's so many possibilities for what it could be that I don't know about. Can't unfortunately say the same for Fossil Fighters Frontier. As I've said before, according to what I've seen, not a lot of people seem to like Fossil Fighters Frontier a lot. Considering just trying it out to see for myself, but I haven't been able to find a good emulator of it just yet. I think that's smaller still. Oh, but also, I basically just saw the latest episode of My Hero Academia. For the English dub, at least. I just really like the English dub. I don't really check out the sub much, or read the mangas. I don't know why I don't. I just kind of prefer seeing, watching the dub for some reason. But yes. But it is. I am looking forward to what they're building up between, the kind of a big fight against, a liberation? Some sort. Want to know more about what that's all about. They seem to be working with, the League of Villains. I know more about, what Hawks is doing there. I know he's undercover and all of that, but, what kind of stuff does he have to do for them? What are things like in that place? What are they all doing? Also, according to it, is the latest, like the last few episodes, it seems they numbered like over 100,000 people apparently. Like, did he even have enough heroes to counter that? Like, that's a big battle between quirk users. Is good. That is going to be awesome to see, fully animated. I wonder. There was one guy who was just kind of hiding there in the shadows in the latest episode. And I wanted curious about like what he's gonna be like. And same thing for anyone else who's into like the big liberation thing going on. And hopefully it all goes well. Because apparently it is taking a bit of the anime is taking a bit of a deviation from the manga. Like apparently, I think like the Endeavor's agency arc thing is supposed to happen after the whole Liberation Army thing, but like Liberation Army arc. But I hope it all goes well, and like everyone will be able to find as like a satisfying things. Like it's not gonna be something you're all gonna look back on and hate. This is a show, and I don't want to see a good show go through a really bad arc. Because I've seen plenty of anime where that unfortunately happens. Like where people I know can make stories end up kind of flopping it sometimes. Like the end of the Goku Black arc in Dragon Ball Super. I guess a lot of people just aren't a big fan of Super's writing in general. But I usually enjoy it quite a bit. But, like I said, the end of the Goku Black arc is meh. Can't say the same for that. That was admittedly a bit of a mess. But I hope my hero is gonna have something great for this. Like, I don't know exactly what I'm gonna be expecting, but I just hope it's some really spectacular stuff, and hopefully something I might actually go back to watching over and over again. Like I tend to do. Not sure why I do. It's just, I'm just basically gonna hope it's good enough so that like I don't know, like the last Airbender, I'm just gonna be able to be watching it over and over and over again instead of seeing something new for some reason. Because my brain is weird like that. So that's Megalodon. And we'll just... Oh, whoops. Nice. Let's make a few additions to YouTube, buddies. Alright. You can make it different. Nice. I really don't feel like I did the best I could have here with Spinax for the most part. Okay, so first off, I want to make like the areas between like the green and blue a bit more blurrier. Like I'm gonna have to fill some of these out a bit, but I want to blend in more together, like I did with the rest of Megalos. Now, whoops. Some parts are bleeding out a bit. And also, I just remembered that I did shading around here, so that's also getting a bit messed up. We need to fix that. Whoops. Make these one. There we go, that's better. Actually, maybe I should have done this instead. Oh yeah. No, that doesn't actually. No, that doesn't help. Hold on. Okay. Alright, I think it was here. Right on here. Alright. Just fill in the little holes around here. And then we should be good for Spinax and Meglo. I think we move on to Raptor. Alright. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Right here should be a bit darker. And that's pretty much it. Alright. We're done with Spinax. Oh, actually, hold on. I remember what I was gonna say before. What I said before. I wanted to take these. And put them somewhere. And then get rid of this. Well, like, lower the transparency. Well, make it more transparent. Alright. Can't word today, but basically just gonna redraw the whole thing over here. Oh, fun. No. Okay, see on a bit. Yeah, that's a bit more. And no. There we go. Alright, there we go. Well, actually, hold on. Let me see if I erase. What happens if I? Okay. Alright, all I need to do is just get rid of these then, I think. Exactly like I wanted. At least it should be. Go. Actually, now that I think about it, this whole like the Liberation Army thing from My Hero Academia is, if I remember correctly, it's supposedly based like the main philosophy of it is supposed to be like people who don't want to be restricted or like regulated by laws, and like they want to use their quirks however they like. So, I wonder if kind of like the League of Villains, that some of them, they might be taking some use of like Stein's philosophy, not like a hero society as it is well now, and like My Hero Academia is like they aren't a big fan of it. And they're like gathering like-minded people. That could be interesting. I hope. Okay. I'm on a second layer down here, so I could do this a little better without having to worry about the lines as much. Oh. Alright, you have to worry about those because they're on a layer beneath this one. Okay, but besides that, there isn't too much to worry about here. And there we go. Alright, so game accurate Spinax. My version. Megalo. Yeah, I made these guys real big. I'm going to change things up canvas size wise. Anyways, let's see, raptors. Okay, so first we're gonna just color him in like, well, and like keep all the features of like a normal Microraptor, and then afterwards we can add like the more fancy head feathers. Alright, sounds good? Sounds good. I need a layer down here for some color. You know what? Now that I think about it, worlds of like societies full of just superheroes working together like one big job is like, starting to become more and more common nowadays. Like I guess at least in the way I think of it, it kind of started with like One Punch Man with the Hero Association, and then My Hero Academia came about, and then Invincible, sort of. Like that general idea of like superheroes, a bunch of superheroes in the same place, like working together, mostly under government control for the most part. It seems to be a concept a lot of people really seem to enjoy. It seems to be branching out quite a bit. There we go. Got a little Microraptor here. Bright red on the head, down, then on the underbellies. Okay. So maybe something like this, I think that looks alright. As I've said this before, but I have considered like taking every other VTuber out there who plays Jurassic World Evolution and then like having us do a big 5-star race, kind of like what Gaming Beaver and Best in Slot used to do a while back. But I'm too nervous to approach anyone about this idea though. So far I really only just talked about it in stream and that's about it. Not really sure if anyone actually knows about my idea. And also, there's one I was thinking of like doing a big battle royale in Jurassic World Evolution, see which one of us is the strongest and will be like represented by our respective dinos. Well, I guess like the strongest dino tubers. I don't know how I don't know how to make it balanced though, since quite a few dinos in the game, like T-Rex in particular, they're going to wipe the floor with most of the other dinos like Allo, or well actually Allo's pretty overpowered in that game, but like Carnotaurus and such. Allo's actually one of the more overpowered ones. I wonder how I'm going to handle that. Maybe I'll ask everyone what kind of modification kind of set they want for themselves. Maybe that's something I could do. That's probably the most fair way to go about it. But also not quite, because some dinosaurs get more modifications than others. So even with that, some dinos are going to be more at a disadvantage than others. But I mean, you actually never know, because there's been quite a few surprises in like some of the Gaming Beavers Battle Arena streams. Well, not Battle Arena videos. Sometimes some more underrated dino matches to come out on top. At least sometimes during fights. Herbivores in particular. Because Frontier did them dirty. Most herbivores absolutely cannot, efficiently protect themselves from any carnivores you may put in with them, either by accident or just for jokes. Hopefully they'll get a buff in Jurassic World Evolution 2. But yeah, outside of that, not sure what else I would want to do with some other beats. I guess I would like to play A Way Out with some other people. That's always seemed like a really fun game for people who like to get along a bit more. Especially because of all not just the story's amazing, but all the little mini games in between, like the piano thing and the banjo in that one, the old couple's house, and also Connect 4 in the hospital place. I always enjoy seeing I always love seeing people during a collab play that, especially. And I would love to do it with someone if I have. Actually, no, I suck at Connect 4. Unless I play with someone, I specifically decide to play with someone who's worse than me at strategizing, then I'll be golden. But either lose or win is gonna be tons of fun, I think. Though granted, I already know the story, so is it gonna be as fun though? If I know what's going to happen or not. The big plot twist at the very end is it's kind of ruined for me because I already know what's gonna happen. So I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be more lackluster since I actually know what's gonna happen. It's not a genuine surprise like everyone else who's played it for the most part. It's a bit of orangish and red down there. So Yeah, that should be good. Also, it takes two to tango. I haven't seen too much of that game, so that one could actually be both really fun, and I haven't been spoiled about any of it yet, at least. I might have seen a bit of it from Iron Mouse and Sea Dog playing together, but besides that, besides a couple of clips, I'm still kind of in the dark of it takes two to tango, outside of the fact that, like, the basic premise. That's good. That's pretty fun to play too. If I decide to play with someone or not. No. Like, I can't. I forgot what I wanted to talk about. Shoot. I cannot think today. I feel like there is something I would like. Apparently, it's been a few days ago. It was actually the 15th anniversary of Prehistoric Park. This old sort of documentary series that I absolutely adored when I was a kid. Like, it started this guy named Nigel Marvin. In the show, he runs a big park full of extinct animals that he has to go back in time to bring back. And, like, both the hijinks he has to go through to get those dinos, and also what the park staff have to go through every day because of the creatures he brings, those always get a chuckle out of him. It's a very entertaining show. And on the day of, of its anniversary, I took some time to binge watch the whole shows. They're each about 40-ish minutes long. And which one I consider my favorites? Well, I guess I'll just talk about random ones. Terrence and Matilda were two little T-Rex babies that Nigel brought back to Prehistoric Park in their first episode. It was, well, I won't say it was exactly nice, because it kind of wasn't, especially for Terrence. Yeah, excuse me. They were really, and it was nice seeing them on screen, and they were cool creatures, and it was interesting seeing them change as they grew up a bit. They kind of did a bunch of time skips for them growing up, but the way they changed over time was pretty noticeable. It starts off in their first episode-ish, they're just little babies who sometimes fight with each other over food, but then gradually it starts to develop into them snapping at each other, and when they become near adults, at least, we really get to see how like they've changed as they become adults. So like they become straight up territorial at each other, and Matilda being the larger and stronger of the two, she really beats her poor little brother Terrence down a lot. If they were back in the Cretaceous period, in this show at least, they did portray the T-Rexes as living in packs, kind of like coyotes to sort of some extent. Like they'll come together to hunt, but as soon as that's over, they just kind of leave each other alone. And I think in that case, if it weren't for the meteorite and like Matilda or Nigel Marvin, like Matilda and Terrence were still back in the Cretaceous period, like I feel like she would have the other males would definitely not have even tried to mess around with her like they did when they tried to steal their mom's food before she passed on. But like I feel like if they tried doing that with Matilda, their names are getting taken off the census probably. Like she does not fool around, at least not with her brother Terrence. And then there's the scene where he gets a bit of surgery to recover, as like they already like tranquilized Matilda, and after the big fight, the special effects during those were really good, I guess. Like the big T-Rex kind of puppet thing. Well, not puppet, but like the animatronic they were using. It looked really darn good at the head. It's very well. It wasn't like it looks like a really good sculpt that's like for a T-Rex in general, but mostly it doesn't quite match up with like the CGI model used for him or Matilda's. But besides that, like it all looks really impressive even today. So. Like the effects overall hold up pretty darn good. So there are some cases where like reused animation is used, like when Terrence is returned to his pen, and then when Matilda was returned to her separated pen later, after all the dinos break out in the last episode. Like they use recycled footage from Terrence returning for Matilda's. But besides that, it's all pretty good. Like it's definitely a good watch if you haven't seen it yet. Also, the saber-toothed tigers were definitely also something I really enjoyed from that show. So, I guess I'll start off by probably the female story. Like when they come across the female saber-toothed tiger, saber-toothed cat they get. Saber-toothed tiger isn't exactly accurate. It was a mother who was desperately trying to feed her child, or her cub, but unfortunately, they went to like the very end of the saber-toothed tiger's reign, so like they could see why exactly they went extinct, and turns out it's because the prey was evolving to be too fast for the sabers to successfully hunt down, since, as well you may know at least, cats are not the best with like stamina. They can run fast for a short distance, but especially with the cheetah in particular, but after a good while they are just gonna have to give up, and that's kind of what happened with the saber tooth. And also the fact that her terrain, like her environment, was more of like a field area. She couldn't even get an ambush because, well, it's a field area. There's nothing to really hide under. She couldn't get close enough, even if she wanted to. Like even if the deer was like she was hunting was like just really not paying attention, she would not have been able to leap out of the bushes and attack and like be a good distance away to get a kill. And because of that, unfortunately, she wasn't able to make enough milk, and the cub died, sadly. But after they tranquilized her and another male they found on her areas, I don't remember her name, but like the vet there tried to set up a big enclosure for the two of them to get along, sort of, without, like, first it's divided by a wall that they can see each other through, but they won't be able to fight if they do get upset at each other. Thankfully, then in the later episodes, they start calming down, and then they actually decide to let the two in and meet each other. And then it starts off a bit rough, like, I don't remember which one, but like one kind of swipes at the other with its paw, growl a bit, but after that, they're nice and calm with each other. And then at the very last episode, I think, we actually get to see their cubs. But then they end up taking away from both the parents. Mainly because the dad was, well, the dad probably would have tried to eat them, because it does happen a lot with certain predators, so they could get the female to mate with them again. They took it away from the mom because for some reason she wasn't able to make milk, so they had to feed it with the cubs with formula, and then according to the episode, that kind of breaks the parental bond, and if the mom saw them again, she might have tried to eat them. Like, she wouldn't recognize them as her cubs. But then the vet did a good job at like raising them. And there was this one adorable scene, like she's feeding one formula, but like the other one is just angrily meowing at her, like that it's hungry too. It's just, it's like having two kind of like bottomless pit dogs, like they both extremely like eating, but you're making them wait their turn, and the other one is just being really petty about it. And it kind of reminds me of that one time during spring break this year where I had to babysit two dogs. Just like that. Not babysit dogs, that was not fun for poor Lucas. Because the dog I had was a bit aggressive towards him. But yes. I wish he could have gotten back like a dire wolf or something. That would have been awesome to see. But besides that, there was I guess there were also the Titanosaurs which were like always causing problems for Bob and the other park staff, because they would always break out of their pen. But the reasoning behind why they did it is actually pretty interesting. Like, they did it because they wanted to look for rocks to eat, and because that is something they did in real life. Like, they would use these things. They would eat rocks which would be called like gastroliths once they entered the stomach, because like with them, they're used like to help digest plant matter they eat. I think that was an interesting touch they added in that show. And I also like that in the very last episode, they do cause the big breakout with all the wildlife, but it's not because they were just being just misbehaving again like they were before, but like it's because they were startled when Bob accidentally caused a bit of havoc with his Jeep, because a little Troodon managed to sneak back into the present with Nigel Marvin, hid in his Jeep, and then when Bob drove it, just kind of popped in out of nowhere. Like, it's a very believable way for the park to start going haywire. And also, I really feel bad for like Martha, the mammoth from that show, because, well, for starters, when they first meet her, she's mourning over her sister that pretty sure got taken out by human hunters, and when they bring her back to the present, she just completely refuses to eat, because like I think she was too nervous being alone, like the only mammoth in her area, so she was too nervous to eat anything. So they had a big plan to introduce her to the African elephant herd they had with them. And at the end of the episode, it turns out good, and she actually starts eating again, but for some reason, like a few episodes after, she's still having trouble being accepted by the herd, even though she was accepted just fine in the episode she was introduced in. But then it all changes when, like in the very last episode, like when Matilda escaped, she attacked the elephant herd and managed to corner like one of the calves away, but then Martha came in, fended her off until Nigel drove Matilda away, and then after that she was actually accepted by the herd, and she was allowed to play with the calf and everyone else. I think that was a very sweet ending for her. And she finally got the herd she wanted. And then there's also the Sarcosuchus that Nigel got at the very last episode. To the breakout and everything, we didn't really get to see much of what life was like for it in the park. I wished we could have gotten to see it, but there is no season 2 coming. So, I mean, it's a very old show. There would have been a season 2 if they were going to plan it now. I didn't work that way, but like, if they were planning on a season 2, it would have been here by now. So, that's a shame, but it really is fun to look back on. And the T-Rex was, I'll say that the T-Rex was extremely, like, thin compared to what we think of T-Rex now. Like, nowadays it's very like, scientific depictions have it, like, being very muscular. Look up, like, probably, Saurian's redesign, like, Saurian T-Rex redesign to get an idea of what that's like. Because that's a pretty much the general idea of what T-Rex looks like nowadays. But I do kind of like the slim design it had, and like to some extent, like the color scheme is like it's mostly gray, but it's got certain colorings on it, like some spots that make it look a bit more flashier. We can get a better view of M Raptor. Yeah, no, there were some like other people's drawings, but not much else for references for M Raptors. I just gotta work with this, I guess. Alright, hopefully this looks alright. Okay, it's not looking bad at all. So it looks like the overall like thigh areas, it has like these kind of spots. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, I will say that I'm a pretty big fan of how this is looking so far. Let me reduce those a bit. Alright. What else is there to Prehistoric Park I really enjoyed? Oh, I guess I really liked the T-Rex. Not the Triceratops that was also introduced like in the very first episode, like just before they got the T-Rex. Theo, like a young male trike that I liked him quite a bit, though he didn't have too much screen time or like character, but I do like the way he behaved in the shows. Like he was kind of around mating season, so he was getting a bit more hormonal, and then like he was attacking trees and stuff, like as if there were other males and he wanted to spar with them. So then like Bob and the other staff members at the park, they created like a fake Triceratops for him to spar with every now and then. I think that was a really cool idea they had. And definitely made a video a lot more like memorable for me. I guess that's pretty much what it looks. Alright. Alright. So there's there it goes. Go. And another thing about there's not much else. Not too much character, like animal character wise, that I found too memorable in the show, I think. But actually, the human characters were also pretty darn good. I don't know how to feel about their acting sometimes, but I mean, they're supposed to be like zoologists first and foremost. They're not supposed to be good at that, and they're definitely trying their best at least. Like Marvin was definitely the most believable, but I think the lady that was there during the saber-toothed tiger episode, she might have needed a bit more work to like convince us there was actually a saber-toothed tiger there instead of a CGI model that was added later. But she definitely did convince me though, like when she's supposed to be seeing the first of the unfortunately passed away like saber-toothed tiger cubs, like he's able to replicate, like show that kind of emotion. That's in those scenes at least, and those are definitely scenes that are probably some of the most important for like acting wise. Because well, of course you gotta feel for the animals who are going through this. So, yeah. And I think I will say that probably one of my favorite characters was Bob, because the sheer amount of dedication he gave to the park. Like, he needs to see a chiropractor because that man is pretty much carrying prehistoric park himself. Like, he does so much for the park, like taking care of it and all the animals there. Man is really underappreciated. And also actually no, there are some other animal characters I really enjoyed, but I'll actually speak about right now. Like apparently, if I remember correct, the ornithomimus that were also obtained during the first episode, with the T-Rex and Trike. They had eggs, but the mother, well, a few episodes later, some ornithomimus were having offspring, and one of them was going to abandon one of their eggs, and like apparently use it as like a sacrifice to, like, if the other eggs get discovered. That's apparently something they do. Apparently something also ostriches do, according to the show, that ostriches and apparently ornithomimids too will put 2 or so of their eggs a little farther away from the rest, so those will be sacrificed and eaten by predators to keep the others safe. I don't know if that's really the case though, because the whole point of animals laying lots of eggs is to increase the odds of at least one of them surviving. So I feel like it would make more sense, like, if you want your children to survive to at least one of your children to survive to adulthood, you do your best to take care of like every single one. But I don't know for sure. But they definitely weren't. It wasn't definitely just because like they were maybe unfertilized or something. Because Bob himself like took them and put them in an incubator for a couple of days, and then when they came out, they actually imprinted on Bob, and they started following him around wherever he went. That was absolutely adorable. I do like how, well, even though the adults were completely scaly, the offspring at least had a little bit of floof on them. I think that was a nice touch. I don't remember. I don't know if there were exactly much proof of feathered dinosaurs back then. Actually, there was a little bit, because I'm pretty sure, because Dinosaur Planet was released around a similar time, and they had feathered velociraptors because one relative of Velociraptor being discovered fossilized with traces of feathers. But yes, I did like, even though the adults didn't have them, like the little ones definitely did, because regardless of like what you think about most like theropod dinosaurs having feathers or not, a good amount of them probably did have them as children, just for staying warm and stuff. So I think that was a nice touch they added for the little guys. And who else was nice? I guess there was the Elasmotherium, which is basically like a woolly rhinoceros with like has a horn that's pretty much like a big lance. We didn't see him too much, but he did leave a pretty good impression on me. Like the way they portrayed it as a creature that isn't necessarily aggressive, but may attack on sight because it has bad eyesight. Like, real rhinoceros nowadays, modern day rhinoceros. So they just kind of adapted not having good eyesight by just being aggressive towards everything that may possibly be a threat, aka anything that pretty much moves that's a little bit too close to him. And the way that they actually utilize that in order to capture him, like Nigel Marvin, he purposely went close to it, got it upset, and ran into the time portal so that it would go after him. I I think that was really clever. But also really dangerous, and definitely not something anyone should do if they ever want trying to somehow bring extinct rhinoceros species or rhinoceros relatives back to the present day. And what else was? Well, there was also an episode where, like, he was finding some species of extinct bugs, but kind of avoided a lot of that one. Not a big fan of bugs. But besides that, oh, actually, the Albertosaurus from the Dinosuchus episode, those guys were pretty cool. Granted, they're kind of just recolored models of T-Rex, but like they were depicted pretty well. Like since they were more lightweight than T-Rex, they were also faster. A lot more built for speed as opposed to strength than T-Rex wasn't. Considering their main prey was more defenseless, but much faster, like Parasaurolophus and such, it makes sense. And also nice that like Tyrannosaurus weren't shown as just like completely just god, like other animals. They did have to work hard to survive. When like Dinosuchuses were kind of taking their kills. It's nice showing that like they weren't invincible creatures. And same thing for T-Rex, because that was something. So, like for one, the mother T-Rex of Matilda and Terrence. Well, first she had it rough by getting attacked by an angry mother Triceratops while going for the baby, and that's pretty accurate because adult Triceratops are definitely no joke. And what's also pretty accurate is like how she did manage to survive the attack. Like, there's been quite a few skeletons that showed T-Rexes with like insanely painful injuries that would have normally been fatal for most creatures, but they had signs of healing, showing they're extremely like durable and resilient creatures. Like specifically Sue, she like the biggest T-Rex currently known. Well, was the biggest except for a newer discovery named Scotty, but she's still currently the most complete T-Rex skeleton discovered. Or he. We don't know. I don't think we know Sue's exact gender yet. It was just named after the person who found them. But besides that, like T-Rexes, lots of them went through a lot in their lives, and plenty of them had pretty horrific scars over the years. Like Y-Rex, this one particular specimen, it was believed that it got its entire tail torn off by another T-Rex, and it's believed to have managed to walk off all that, and was able to survive for a good while. And we don't even know if it if it eventually succumbed to the injury or passed away by other means. So for all we know, it could have lived like the average lifespan of another T-Rex, even without like half its tails. And that's probably part of why I like T-Rex isn't Tyrannosaurus in general so much. Like, they came from very humble beginnings as like Wildlong and such, as like fairly small carnivores that probably got picked on by others. And then they grew stronger and stronger, became like the apexes of their area, to the point that, as far as we know with T-Rex, like no middle-sized predators or even large predators were able to coexist with or living there with them, because adult T-Rexes took over the role of large carnivore in their area, and their subadult Rexes took over the role that mid-sized carnivores had. So only fairly smaller, significantly smaller creatures, well, carnivores like Dakota Raptor and Acheroraptor, were able to survive alongside them. Though granted, Dakota Raptor is pretty large, but not to the extent of like Abeliasaurus, or especially not Tyrannosaurus. But even after all of that, they still had so much they needed to endure throughout their lives, but most of them pursued through it. And that's probably why I really like those creatures overall. They're extremely persistent species. Well, family in general. Like T-Rex and its relatives. Like, of course, other animals also went through the same thing, but really T-Rex in particular had lots of examples of like the kind of hardships that even an apex predator has to go through in order to survive. Understandably so, because the big issue with being an apex predator is that everyone else is adapting specifically to avoid being eaten by you. So yeah. Especially a Kylosaurus is like, these guys are pretty much invincible unless they accidentally get themselves rolled over. Even though they're like their armor on their backs and like the little horns on the side of their heads are strong, they have no protection on their underbellies. But yeah. But yeah. And another, but I don't. I just stopped handling T-Rexes just a bit. And talk about probably my second favorite group of dinosaurs that actually in this week I've been doing Tweaks Dino Facts on. Spinosaurus, actually. Because, well, for starters, actually, what most people thought about Jurassic Park 3. The Spino vs. T-Rex scene actually made me like Spinosaurus a lot because of how cool and strong it was. And I'm guessing whoever created Jurassic Park 3 was wishing multiples of me were the only audience that saw that movie, and not everyone else. But yes. As I got more into paleontology, I instead started liking them more for instead of just like what the movie showed, but instead like just how weird they kind of looked, the dinosaurs, and just how unique of creatures they were, and the kinds of adaptations they had, and also like the abundant amount of Spinosaurus recreations out there that have to keep on changing because all the new discoveries we keep making about them. But they're very unique creatures. That's part of why they're so fascinating to me. Like first, the very first depictions of Spinosaurus, I'm pretty sure they were kind of just like T-Rex with sail, and that's it. Well, like old depiction of T-Rex with sail. But then as time went on, a few more fossils got found of it, I think. And then we got the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3, which kind of looks nowadays is more like a Suchomimus with a habit of large sails. And then, like actually no, not before that, there was Spinosaurus with like a bit of a crest on the top of his head. I wasn't walking with dinosaurs. I forgot. Like Planet Dinosaur, I think, yeah. And then after that, then we got the kind of abomination from like 2014. That was quadrupedal Spinosaurus, which, oof, I know a lot of people weren't a big fan of that one. But then nowadays it has the more likable looking and also more reasonable look of just still being bipedal, but like at a really short legs to compensate for being being too front heavy because of like its long like the long arms and its long snout would have caused it to keep toppling over. But at the same time, if that was the case, walking around on like your arms are just gonna make things worse. Like they're going to kind of get crushed underneath its own weight, and that's why quadrupedal Spinosaurus was originally debunked. And then he kind of made the more reasonable approach of Spino with just short legs makes sense. Like it's easier to balance yourself when you're closer to the ground, obviously. And then I'm pretty sure like around the beginning of this year, it was proposed that Spinosaurus had kind of like a tadpole-like tail for propelling itself through the waters. I think that's a very interesting idea. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of mixed on it. But I think a good majority of the people accept that idea. And I've been seeing it quite a bit lately, and like in paleo art of Spinosaurus and Spinosaurids in general that were believed to look like Spino, like Oxylylus. Speaking of Oxylylus, something I didn't learn until fairly recently, they apparently, like underneath every single tooth they had was 2 replacement teeth underneath. And that was something very interesting. Like, I definitely would not have learned that if I didn't come up with, well, if I didn't get the idea to learn, well, to do dino facts, and thanks to my friends and the research I put into it is it's very interesting. Apparently, no other theropod, at least before the articles I read were made, were found to have that adaptation, which I found to be very interesting. I'm not exactly sure if that actually holds up nowadays. Like, I'm pretty sure predators would have, most carnivorous dinosaurs would have replaced their teeth over time, but like having multiple sets of like replaceable teeth, like Oxalilum apparently did, like specifically 2 underneath each tooth, like kind of like shark, like having a whole bunch of replacement teeth kind of ready to go. I don't think any other creatures I know of have that. That's something very interesting. I didn't know about it until nowadays. And yes. Oh no. I forgot I was on this was all on different layers. Okay. Alright, so you guys, yeah, you are Microraptors. Well, head feathers at least. Yeah, so. And we got all this. And Megalo. Well, more money. Well, I'll do it first. Now we can get rid of the references. We don't need those. Because actually, let's just... I can move Megalo with no problem. Let's put him here. Excuse me. Nice. You know, I want to risk moving those. Just keep them like this. Okay. Now I am actually quite proud of myself of what I did. Like, I really like how these guys, for the most part, turned out. Anyways, I realized I forgot to do some shading. Well, attempt at shading at least. Which kind of really isn't. Actually, I like it more where it's just kind of all bright in color. Yeah. I do it very, very gently, Alex. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much my fossil fighters team for the most part. slightly altered to some extent for scientific accuracy, because I am first and foremost a paleo nerd, and I am like that sometimes. But I gotta say, the actual models of the game look awesome. And the head feathers they gave to M-Raptor, who I was surprised to learn was actually supposed to be based off Micro-Raptor, those look awesome. But in all seriousness, I thought that M-Raptor was supposed to be Mega-Raptor. Kind of like the one from Dinosaur King, who, like, was created before, it turned out that Mega-Raptor wasn't actually a large dromaeosaur, but its own different kind of theropod. I thought Mega-Raptor was created in like a similar way, like it was just supposed to be a large dromaeosaur, but turns out it wasn't. But no, it's actually supposed to be Micro-Raptor. I mean, now that I look at it, considering like the little the feathers on its legs, I think it was actually a bit more obvious than I probably should have noticed it before. Also, part of me is debating on if I don't know if I should keep like the shading or not on my graphics. I feel like the yellow kind of looks a bit worse because of the shading sometimes. Actually, I just keep it like this for now. Maybe I should have had Micro-Raptor roaring too, like the others, kind of. Or, but yeah, I like how it turned out overall. It's probably the best dromaeosaur I've actually drawn. I drew a Velociraptor for Velociraptor Awareness Day a few months ago, I think, but I don't think it turned out quite the best. I want to see if I still have it around. I think oh, I do. Only in the form of PNG, apparently, because I'm a dum-dum. But yeah, here's how it looks. Definitely did the feathers way better this time around. Oof. You did a good job with, well, like, no, I think I did an okay job, like, with the toe claws and, for the most part, the skull shape and everything. I've definitely grown quite a bit in terms of my art style, definitely. Yeah. I might have taken a bit too much inspiration from Prehistoric Kingdoms on Micro-Raptor, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I do want to start driving away from references a bit and try doing my own things sometimes, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to do something like that just yet. Like nowadays, I don't feel like I'd be good enough to draw anything like exceptionally well from memory, except maybe a T-Rex, sort of. But anyways, now that I got all these guys done, I think I want to draw a background for these guys, maybe. Or maybe not. This with just drawing like all three of them together is good enough. How about we just look some stuff. Any good backgrounds that I would want to see them in? Maybe. Aw, I don't know if I should show it. I don't see like the credits or anything, but there's some cute art of like some fossil fighters, like fossil fighters dinos, and like Poke-MA. I don't remember what it's called, but like the thing where you get along with your Pokemon more in like Pokemon's, like before Gen 8. Oh, that went so well too. Alright, hold on. Ah, there's a cute team art over here. Okay, so okay, so by X Dead Dragon X98. It's his team, I believe, at least. I don't know, get rid of that. Okay, so he had a Spinax just like I did. Well, of course, it's like the starter, but like he kept his Spinax like I did, and pretty sure that's supposed to be Compy and some Plesiosaur. Either Plesio or maybe Elasmo, maybe Futaposaurus. Don't know exactly, but that was. I like that. And the background he made. That was. And he kind of was definitely more faithful to like the sort of art style that the original kind of like the games had for the most part. Also, made me realize that I should probably be making like the stripes for Spinax a bit sharper. There we go. There, nice, nice. Alright, so after this, I want to draw a background too. What kind would look good for these? Like, you can't really draw like for the most part like the fighting background because it's a kind of bland Coliseum kind of thing, and I mean I can't really draw that very well. I can't. Wait, hold on, that went over the line. can't really draw buildings that well, yes. Like architecture in generals. Maybe something like that. Not sure. Like it. I don't think the drawing that guy made was based off any particular area in Fossil Fighters. I think it was just a regular, this kind of wasteland areas with like his Venusaurs there. Because I keep forgetting they're called that in Fossil Fighters. I think it's because like they're altered from regular dinosaurs, like with the elements and everything. And that's why they're given what they're referred to as like Venusaurs instead. And also, again, I said it before, but like Luna, I honestly really love her as a character in Fossil Fighters. Like, she is one of my absolute favorites. And I really hope she makes a comeback in Champions. Oh, I wonder if, like, the character from, like, the first game is also going to show up as, part, like, for, I can't word it, like, if it's going to show up for Champions and you can get a chance to fight him, kind of like fighting Red, in like in the Gen 2 Pokemon games. If they keep going with, if they're still going with like the 3-on-3 thing with like 2 in reserve, then I'd imagine the first Heroes team would probably roll like first a Spinax, definitely, and I guess because of how popular it is, its supports would be Guanlong and Comsognathus. But besides them, maybe Shan Shan, because lots of people get them for like since like pretty much their second dino. I think S Raptor is also pretty common. Though I personally wasn't too big a fan of him. Like the 3 you see here were the only ones I really used. But they were the only ones I used at all during the main game. And well, actually no, I used Shan Shan a bit and then Velociraptor a bit. But like these 3 were the ones to really get through like most of the main story. But I've also been working on like Juan and Troodon for the post games. But these guys were really they were the ones who really got me so far in the actual story. I really could not imagine having a team better than this one during the main story, at least, except maybe for Troodon, because I did get quite a few fossils of him during the main game that I just decided not to clean because I was too busy. Can't say the same for Guan though, because his fossils were extremely rare to find. Like, they were a massive pain to find all four. Okay, but yeah. That's it for Spinax's stripes. Also, Raptor, he was a pretty cool character. And King Dino, definitely. All the Dinorians were some of my favorite, my favorite characters in Fossil Fighters. Probably because they're Dino people like me, of course. And Inax, he really got me so far through the story. Like, I said this a whole bunch of times, but like, he is like a starter Pokemon. Like, he is not the kind of starter character / creature you get in a game that you just abandon later for someone else. Usually, like he will carry you throughout the entire game with no issue for the most part, as long as you get all his fossils and everything. And also ranks, because those are very important stat-wise. Fossil bites is actually not that important, except unless you want to get all the skills they can obtain. But anyways, okay, someone made recreated the Fossil Fighters main character like Funkin' Friday Night Funkin' style. I messed up that title like twice. Let's see. Let me get some inspirations for drawing backgrounds for these guys. Oh, look. Maybe Megalo should be facing this side. Maybe. I don't know, like, really having both of these guys like face towards the right while Raptor just facing the left for some reason looks kind of weird. But I can say the same thing about Megalo facing the left. Can't say the same about that, but like, it looks weird still. I don't know what. I mean, worst case scenario, I guess I could just like flip over Microraptor completely. Let's see. What can I do? There's very few results, surprisingly, for Fossil Fighter's background. At least in terms of what could be what I want. Most of this is kind of fan art of, like, either fake Fossil Fighter dinos or memes or really nice fan art, but still not quite what I like. I need something though, cause not good with backgrounds. Really not good with backgrounds. I don't know. Let's see. I can't find anything like what I'm looking for the most part. Let's see, where? Yeah, just mostly posters and just stuff like that. I guess I'll just have to come up with my own background for these guys, but not sure what. Let me think about it. Well, I mean, it's an island, so maybe, yeah, maybe like a beach side would be nice. Megalo. I'm after any feathers. Please go. Okay. Get rid of backgrounds. And resize canvas. Let's increase everything by like 500, I'd say. Let's see how this. Yeah, there we go. We'll definitely have enough room for it. Let me think. It's be too far away to see any really. Yeah, sure. I want to keep everything like this in the original shape and see how that goes. A little more blue. There we go. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of do this. Alright, that looks actually a bit brighter. And some grass kind of around the edges. Alright. Nice. More grass. And a separate layer here. There it is. Make it a bit darker. Nice. There we go. Looks good, and copy of that. Put it down here. Here, there we go. Well, not quite how I wanted to do it, but actually, no, wait, hold on. I think this works. Hold on, no. That's not right. Alright, hold on. Let me see. This actually is put it underneath here. And then maybe do the blur. No, it needs to be congregation blur. These shadows can sense. No, I'll deal with those later. Now for here then. I think I got a good idea of what I want to do here. Yeah, I think this. Maybe a tad bit small. There we go. A little more on the top. Maybe do a little bit of this. Maybe this, like, for some, like, smoothing things out a bit between these two. At least try to. I might need to move the grass a bit up and out of the way here, though. Yes, that is. Okay, just get rid of the parts that aren't blending in right. Alright. There we go. Get rid of these. Alright. That should be good. Let's try making some waves. So, sort of. Kind of like water swashing. Sort of. But not really. Let me just make the whole thing a beach first, actually, and then do the rest from there. Alright, that's it. There we go. Alright. So there's that. Then first, maybe I'll try some very light blues. Maybe that'll work a bit better. And then another layer. That look good, maybe? I don't know. I don't want to have it a little bit darker around here, because that's kind of how sand starts to look like after a bit of like the waves show us. I cannot worth it. Alright. Here we go. I feel like the sand looks alright, but water is the actual problem. And actually, now that I think about it, in terms of scale, the grass doesn't exactly make sense, considering there's gonna be dinosaurs running around. Well, at least not big grass like that would have looked next to the actual dinos. Okay. If I give it a bit of Gaussian blur, maybe? Ooh, okay, that looks a bit better down there. And now for the layer up here. Maybe a little. Maybe too much. That looks unnatural though. Slightly more natural. Alright, so merge these. Alright, so there we go. I think that looks a little bit better now. See all the your teammates above. Now, because of the well, my attempts at shading, it all looks kind of weird now. It's Does that maybe they should get in a jungle instead? Yeah. I think that could. Alright, so over here's oh whoops. Yeah. There we go. Alright. And around here. Maybe a bit of brown, kind of. Sort of like a jungle floor. I guess not really. I mean, it kind of reminds me of like the jungle kind of ground stuff from like Zoo Tycoon 2 at least. And then I just need to draw like shadows of palm trees and the shading would look a bit more, make a bit more sense. And make a low. I think the shading is light enough on him because he's kind of mostly gray. So he could just be standing out here over the water. Okay. And wrapped around the mic, well, feathers, move nose, maybe around here. So maybe it's like I did drawing with like his foot up, so maybe he's walking around over here. So. No, it still looks better like this. What about Spinax? It looks, yeah, he still looks better kind of like this. Does this look alright, maybe? I don't know. Okay, maybe he's like this. Megalo's over here. Alright, hold on. Tail's overlapping with, well, his nose is overlapping with is like maybe something like this. Like maybe they're Megalo and Spinax. Yeah, okay, so. Yeah, alright, so. And Raptor just kind of minding his own business up here while all the Spinax and Megalo are just having a bit of a fight there. And I just realized I forgot to move the sail with the rest of us. Is that alright? I don't think anything's messed up at all. Yeah, okay. Yeah, alright, so Spinax just minding this. Alright, and Raptor's just walking over here, so maybe we can draw some tracks. And Spinax and Megalo are. They might be roaring a bit at each other, might want to tussle. It makes sense since they were the two heavy hitters of my team, while just Raptor was kind of here for support, so kind of reflects that here too. Yeah, I think that's what I wanted to do with this. Let's see, am I on? No, I'm on Megalo. Now I'm on Megalo. Okay. Wait, hold on. Nope. Okay, so I want to copy that maybe instead and I don't know still. Hold on, first I'm gonna put this underneath these layers to even see if it'll look good. Not sure. I can't just put the water layers over him like it'll make it look like he's lying down or something. What I can do right now, at least, is copy off the Spinax. And use this. I think that's okay. Yeah, sure. There we go. Raise that up a bit. Gaussian blur. Set it to like 54 and there we go. And also this sail. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So do this. There he sort of matches with the rest. There we go. Gaussian blur fixes it. Now for 50. Hold on. Okay, blur it. Alright, so bit awkward, but anyway, reduce this. Okay, so it's probably the best I can do, but yeah, that's gonna be his first for spine axis shadow. Copy and paste. So I did make copies, yeah. So select everything, accept them. Oh, okay. This needs to go above. An actual I didn't get M Raptor, right? No, I did not. Alright, just wanted to double check. Can I? Nope, I can't transform to the other end. Okay. I don't know why it stretches out like that. There we go. There we go. So blur, and also M Raptor, make him blurry too. Alright, lower opacity 54, lower opacity to 54. Alright, that's better. Alright. shadow. Shadow 1. I spelled that hard. Alright. Alright, and after everything else hasn't been affected, I don't affected, I don't think. So. Alright, now for Megalo. This and first selection. Learned tricks like these for shadows actually from a digital art class I took in middle school. I really missed that teacher I had for it. He's a really cool guy. Now I'm pretty sure I think just before I entered high school he graduated. Well, not graduated. He retired. Why did I say graduate? But yeah. He was the only teachers I really considered fun in the middle school I went to. Everyone else was like. Anyway, I know the point. It's not the point of school to be fun, but he actually seemed like a person you'd want to talk with, even outside of class. Like, he was a very friendly person. Though, granted, even outside of school, like, I never talked to anyone, but like, if I was more social, I would have tried talking to him more. Like, he was a big fan of Star Wars and everything. It would have been nice. I know he got along with my friend well, but or was that a different? I think that was her health teacher actually. Actually, yeah, no, that guy was cool too. Did have a science teacher, Spanish teacher who she wasn't exactly the nicest. But yeah, enough of that. I think I'm just kind of feeling a nostalgia for middle school since I am going to be I like school in general since I am going to be leaving soon for college. That's gonna be quite something. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, let me see. Okay, so this is 72. Okay, so well, it's not too deep into water, so I think this should be good. Cut selection 72 actually, but it's close enough. Now let's Move him up, actually above Megalith. Right here. Let's see. Let me just press. Hello. Um, Two, there we go. Down. Let's see. Okay, that doesn't look bad at all. Not bad at all, I'd say. The way the shadows look like that, the whole, when you change the whole thing, be sort of underwater-ish. This don't look very nice. Okay, but I might as well save, just to be safe. And also, now that I have time, I could draw M-Raptor's little footprints like I wanted to. So, water. Water over low speed. That is a weird thing to name something. Just well. Hold on. It's a little difficult to see. I'm going to amp it up a bit. There we go. I think that should look alright. go. So maybe like this should be good. And make another one. Do this. Alright, and then mirror vertically. Alright, there we go. Some nice little tracks for M-Raptor. Since Spinax would need some too. Maybe I don't want to just repeat what I did here. So maybe he like walked over from like around here and then came here. But when he saw Megalo, he started walking over this way and roaring at him, like try and keep a safe distance, like if he does want to fight him. Maybe. It might be kind of weird having Megalo over at the waters though, because he's not like a Spinosaurus or anything. So. Actually, you want? Oh. I can just recombine all of this. And then Megalo and his shadow. And just go up here, I think. Okay, so the M-Raptor's shadow is going to have to move somewhere. Oh, and it also kind of goes over, like, maybe like this. Let me see. Maybe move all of M-Raptor's stuff. There we go. Alright, so maybe instead Megalo was just here taking a drink, and then they started a little confrontation while M-Raptor's over here just minding his own business. Yeah, okay. I'll see. This is the. I think I might want to push it back a bit more because the first flipper might have been a bit too close to where M-Raptor's foot is now. And now I think it looks fine. Alright. Let's see the cost. Oh wait, oh nice. I'm using erasers. But I need to label everything, make sure that make sure everything's good and named. I don't want to lose track of everything. Alright, so probably up here works. Okay, so it's got the same thing, the same color as what M-Raptor's footprint has. Maybe around here would be good. Actually, maybe we should have it like next to his first foot. Actually, check for sure. There. Actually, I don't like how that looks. So let's do that one again. Actually, maybe we should check. But speed might be a bit too big to make these. I'm scared they're going to end up messing them up a bit by I'll leave them as they are for now, I think. Well, I wish you could add me here, maybe. That would be cool, like me as like the Fossil Fighter outfit, just kind of relaxing with my team. That'd be nice. Too bad I kind of suck at drawing people, though. Definitely not one of my strong suits. Let me think. Let me take a look. Alright. Let's see. Let's try. Well, now it's definitely too big. That's right. We'll go right away. Maybe we should take reference like from actual dinosaur tracks. just to be safe. Rap tracks I can take reference from. Velociraptor track like foot. Okay, they look accurate enough, I think. Yeah, because the first two toes they're in place, but like the toe holding like the sickle claw. Sickle claw is always hanging up, so shouldn't be. Yeah. This footprint doesn't look very good. Let's see. Go. No. No. Okay, I'm gonna have an arm. You know, actually, in the meantime, I think I want to just. There we go. We're good place to have the layers now, so. I think I want to start drawing actual, like, the trees that are gonna be around here. Kind of what palm trees look like, I think. No. I think it should look better like this. Whoops. Now, look. Yeah. Alright. And I can put this here. I mean, they could look better, but it could also look worse. Right. This. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Alright, it looks okay, I think. I gotta save now. Alright, I think I... Alright, so let's see here. Nice. Put it in front of everything. Pretty much the shape is gonna be, and also like give it like some coconuts or no, this is good. go. There we go. And there's my attempt, at least, at a tree's shadow. I doubt that looks alright. The actual tree, though, I don't know. Well, the actual tree's shadow. There we go. I don't know if that looks right or not. Maybe I want the bushes around here too. Not with the with the jungle kind of atmosphere that's supposed to be there. Like, I got rid of all the grass actually. I think this one is for leaves, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah. I have a couple like leaves here. So rename it as bushes probably. Yeah. Add a little darkness to him. I think these look alright. I'd be upsetting a lot of people who know how plants should actually be drawn right now. This is the best I can really do. Save. Okay. And I think on 11:11, I'm gonna stop here for now. Because I'm feeling kind of tired. I haven't eaten much today, so I need to go do that. But have y'all had fun today? I hope you see you guys around for some more of my streams. But until then, I'll see you all later, and bye. Bye. Oh, hold on, Alright, there's the loading screen. Not for real.